everybody, thank you for joining the course on Tableau dashboards for data science and data analytics. I want to go into the basics in the first portion of this course. Of course, what is Tableau? What can Tableau do? Some folks, if you have not been in data analytics, or, data science, deep into the data analytics, you may not have heard of Tableau yet, or maybe you just found out of Tableau. They've been around for a while. They are it's a very powerful, very intuitive software. And basically what it does is it visualizes your data. Now, I use Tableau almost every day in my day job, in my corporate job. It allows me to do data analytics and come up with insights and transfer that insight, transfer that knowledge to my business partners, to sales folks, to marketing folks, because it visualizes the data so well that what I'm seeing as far as metrics go, as far as the insights that I'm able to pull out of the data, I can see them in numbers and understand them, but they're better understood by my business partners as a graphic, as a graph, as a map. And Tableau helps you to do that in a very, very easy way. That's the best summary I can come up with for Tableau. What is it? What does it do? You can see here I've created a really simple dashboard um, representative of something I do almost on a weekly basis in my day job, but using the data that Tableau has given us for Superstore. But very basic, and we'll go into that in more detail in the course later on. But I think to go over a little more of a overview of what Tableau is, the best thing to do is to use the Tableau website. Um, I think that's a good place to start, to be honest. Not that I sell Tableau or anything like that, but it is a good resource to use to see what can be done. What is Tableau, what can be done, what the latest news is about Tableau, things like that. So this is the Tableau website. There is a community, a Tableau community, and usually throughout the country there are user groups of Tableau, but even easier than that, online user groups. Um, I've been to a couple of Tableau conferences. They've been great. Learning what other folks are doing with Tableau sparks ideas. Um, and it also kind of shows you where you're at with Tableau as far as your skill set compared to other folks. You kind of get siloed in what you do every day. You may not talk to other folks who are using Tableau in other industries, and you can kind of you see some neat things that they're doing, but also you get to show some neat things that you're doing too. So it's a great community. I highly suggest checking out the Tableau website, getting in touch with some of the Tableau folks because they're more than happy to help with pretty much anything you're doing. But that's in a nutshell, that's what Tableau is. So I know a lot of times dashboards are created, interactive dashboards are created with Tableau, and I think that's one of the really powerful pieces of Tableau. I also create in my company, PowerPoint is the biggest thing. Uh, the business users really need their PowerPoints. So I create graphs that you really can't create in Excel or PowerPoint, and I export them over from Tableau to PowerPoint. And honestly, my business users go crazy over them. So that's another powerful piece or powerful uh, area that Tableau um, is sort of advanced in. But as far as dashboards go, you can, like I said, there's this user community on here. You can just looking for um, the visualization gallery here. You can see different pieces of Tableau stories and Tableau graphs that people have made. Here is, in Austin, a teacher turnover piece, and you can kind of walk through it, and it maps out the turnover rates of teachers in Austin. You can then go into different graphs and see the data in different cuts and in different ways. And it walks through this is more of a storyboard for Tableau. It walks through almost like a PowerPoint, walking through different slides, but a little more interactive um, than your PowerPoint, and not a little more interactive, a lot more interactive than your normal PowerPoint. So very powerful. Also, what you could do is what I've done many times when I'm trying to get creative and find ideas for dashboards is just go on Google and search for Tableau dashboards. And actually pictures come up, you know, your your normal definition of a Tableau dashboard first, of course, but then down here, images for Tableau dashboards, tons of examples of Tableau dashboards, things that people have created, um, and they put them on this public Tableau software uh, repository that everyone has access to, and is another wealth of information as far as Tableau goes. Very cool looking interactive Tableau dashboards just by Googling them, and you can get to them that way. So highly recommend checking it out. One thing we'll talk about as far as dashboard layout goes is not to make it too crazy. And some of these you can see they do get a bit busy as far as the dashboard goes, but still, great ideas. I'm not that great, to be honest, on design. So when I need a little help with design, I go here and I take a look at some of the examples folks have put out there, and that Google brings back to me, and I get some pretty good ideas. So that's in a nutshell what Tableau does, what Tableau is, what it can do. We'll obviously go into more detail as we get into this course. So stay tuned. Thanks.